Hey guys, welcome back to Fire Emblem Three Houses on Pixel Plays. Last chapter we uncovered the Sword of the Creator in the Tomb of Seiros. But does Archbishop Rhea know more about it than she's letting on? Let's find out.
Part 1.
New chapter.
White clouds. Verdant rain.
I don't know what chapter we're on anymore.
Tower of black winds.
Was it 4 we just finished? The save file said it. I should have been paying attention. But...
The ceaseless
I know there are
rains
somewhere
that
between
satiate
18 and 22
landscape
chapters
of
per each
Fodlan are
storyline.
accompanied by fierce winds
So
and
we
mighty
are
roars of thunder.
getting close to a fourth of the way through,
rain,
folks.
Sparkling as it falls against beams of emerging sunlight, is a constant reminder to the people of Fodlan that nature is ever wild and unpredictable. For when the rain finally does take pause, the clouds part and give way to a glorious rainbow.
I have a new mission for you, Professor.
A new mission.
I would like for you to take your students into Kingdom territory to eliminate some thieves.
To kill bandits again.
They stole a hero's relic from House Gautier of the Holy Kingdom of Fargus, the Lance of Ruin.
These bandits stole one of the
Their
nifty
leader's name is
weapons.
Miklan. He is apparently a disowned son of House Gautier.
Do we know House Gautier?
I believe it had something to do with his lack of a crest. Such happenings.
They don't really
are fairly
show
common
last names, I
within
don't
the
think, so
kingdom.
I don't know.
The Crestless cannot unleash the goddess's power, even if they possess a relic. Nonetheless, they are still capable of simply wielding those weapons.
The hero's relics are immensely powerful weapons. We must meet this threat with adequate force.
Okay, I'm confused. So they can
Unfortunately,
use
most
them,
of
or
the
they
Knights
can't
of
use them.
Seiros
If they
are
can't
away
use
from the
them,
monastery,
they're just
purging the
spears or
apostates
swords
of the
or whatever
Western
else.
Church. So we are entrusting you with this mission. After all, you wield the Sword of the Creator, which is more than capable of opposing any relic.
It's convenient, isn't it?
The Sword of the Creator is a powerful weapon well beyond the other relics. You have nothing to fear.
We give it to
However,
you, stranger.
To ensure that no harm comes to the students, we will also send the monastery's most skilled individuals to aid you.
I must remind you that you are expected to conduct yourself in a manner befitting the wielder of that holy sword.
Pillage and
Also,
plunder,
you should
gotcha.
know that Professor Hanneman has been looking for you. That is all.
I'm sure he wants my blood.
Professor, I heard about our mission for this month. A thief with a hero's relic is worrisome, but with you at our side, I'm certain we can handle him. After all, you have the Sword of the Creator. It was allegedly wielded by Nemesis, the King of Liberation. If the legends are true, you hold the power to stand against entire armies. A band of thieves should be nothing. Even the most elite Imperial forces or the Knights of Seiros could not hope to defeat you.
I'm not planning on waging war with folks.
Is that so? Even if those forces were to hurt someone precious to you? Can you say with full
Are they after my
confidence
dad or
that you would
something?
not
'Cause I
turn your
don't
sword
really
on them
care
if
about
that
anyone
were
else
to
yet.
happen? You know, your power does not lie solely in the Sword of the Creator. You are stronger and more terrifying than you realize.
Considering I was cool before I had the sword, yeah.
Professor, when we leave the monastery, will you still think of yourself as my teacher?
For the field trip, or...
Never mind. I'm being thoughtless with my words. For now, let's just focus on the problem at hand.
So she's clearly planning something that'll put her against the church.
Good of you to come, Professor. I've heard much about you lately. Specifically, that you are able to awaken the Sword of the Creator's power.
I'd be
Thusly,
curious how this
it
works.
seems the true nature of your crest has been uncovered. I had, of course,
My little
seen
squiggly
your
line.
crest before. However, at first, I failed to recognize
It's a very
its true
warm climate.
nature. Eventually, it dawned on me that what
We'd
is
have our
visible
arms nice
is
and bare so we
perhaps
don't overheat.
merely a small part of a greater whole. In other words, your crest is too significant to be detected when using normal instruments. After this discovery, I began researching crests that might fit that description,
It's too
which
big, what?
allowed for a temporary hypothesis. However, I could not be certain. The crest my conclusions led me to was far too unusual. A crest
No, I like the
thought
fact that
to
this
have
jacket, they
disappeared
actually have
for
armholes
millennia
under the
since
sleeves.
the fall of Nemesis,
Because she's wearing it like a
King of
vest.
Liberation.
Or like, you know, the vest I was wearing in the last couple
Crest of
streams.
Flames.
And it's just like it's a
is what
vest.
you
It's
possess.
a long vest that has sleeves that are decorative over top. I am the Crest of Flames, am I? Alright.
Your ability to wield the sword of the Creator is unequivocally proven by hypothesis. A legendary power, dormant since time immemorial, and now resurrected. There can be no doubt that this.
So God's in my
ancient
head, and I
power
have a magical
resides
crest that no
within
one's seen
you.
in however long it's been.
Save.
Is that a ghost?
A ghost, perhaps? No, that is surely not the case.
We could go investigate instead of standing here.
What is that look upon your face? I am
That
no
sounded
ghost,
nothing like
but that is
Caspar.
what
He has
is
a
on
much
your mind.
more cheerful, like, young Trunks voice.
No. Who's there? Professor, what are you doing here? Oh? Perhaps I was talking in my sleep.
By talking in your sleep, you mean freaking out and yelling?
So you heard me then?
Nope.
Yes, it was a nightmare. I've had them since I was a child. Stupid, pointless dreams I can't
All
control.
noblemen sleep in their fine
It's
refinery.
terribly
You
frustrating.
never know when a peasant might wake up, and we wouldn't want to see them in a bathrobe, would we? Can't help.
No, they're just worthless dreams of the past. Talking about it won't change a thing.
And repress! And repress! This is healthy!
I had a feeling you'd say that. I suppose I could try.
You could.
Only if you swear not to tell a soul. I appreciate it. I dream of my older brother, paralyzed, helpless. My older sister crying for help.
Sorry about
never
that.
came. The youngest babbling words beyond meaning. I see my family dying slowly, waiting in the darkest depths for a glimmer of light. I once had 10 siblings, 8 older and 2 younger.
And now we're...
Such a large family, and yet I became the heir to the throne. Do you know why? Every last one of them was crippled by disease or lost
So
their
is
minds.
this Sanchin?
and
You're like pitted against each other, so only the best leader survives to adulthood?
I was the only one left who could inherit the throne.
Yeah, what? How did that go?
Things kept getting worse. The darkness kept getting darker. In the end, I was the only one who survived.
It's not an
The
answer.
nightmares are a reminder to never forget, to never allow such terrible things to happen again.
Okay, so 10 siblings died on purpose somehow.
Even now, I'm the only one who can carry the weight of the Adrestian Empire. The future of the Empire, of everything, depends on me. I shared more.
You
than
didn't tell me
intended.
anything.
I suppose
I have
there's
more
something in
questions.
there tonight. I've never told anyone about my past before. Please, forget I said anything. Sleep well, my teacher.
Yeah, let's see level sports.
Hey, I wanted to ask you to join me, but I couldn't find
Okay,
you.
good, so I can talk to him.
So, here I am. was
I make
thinking
someone
we
might
should
answer?
visit
I figured Dorothea just became
your
one.
mother. She's resting beneath this humble grave.
But, I mean, at this point, Dorothea, usually dancers are sword and magic users, so that seems to fit her. Petra doesn't seem a magic type. Hubert doesn't seem a sword type, but, I mean, maybe we'll think about it.
Oh, of course you would ask that.
Yes, I would ask why my mom's
Don't
grave
know
is
where
here,
to begin.
considering you've told me nothing
Suppose
about my
I haven't
history.
talked much about her. She was gentle and smart. So smart. A wonderful cook. Always kind to everyone. And she loved flowers. Whenever I brought her back an unusual flower, her face would light up. I cherish those memories. I can't count how many times she made me happy just by smiling. And she smiled the most when she was pregnant with you. She died right after you were born. She wasn't able
Clearly
to
this was
spend
their
much
first
time
kid.
with you. But she loved you with
Are you talking about Gerald? Let me...
That's the truest thing I know.
Looks like, yeah.
Never forget it. This ring is the only keepsake I have of her.
It looks like it's overlapping
Time,
plates, not single
it will be
piece.
yours.
It's the same material as
One day,
arms are.
I
I'm
hope
pointing
you
like
give
you can
this
see
ring
me
to
at the screen.
someone you love
But if you look at
as
like the
well as
armpit
I
there,
love her.
that's meant to be a chainmail-ish type material of some sort. Or like interlocking scales. Yeah, Casper, we can talk with you. First of all, what's with that name? And what's with that hair?
Hey, Professor, what's going on?
You asked me to come here. Yeah, sure, why not? There's a suspicious guy.
A suspicious man? Where? Oh, is that him?
Is it that guy over there? I'm gonna punch him.
What do you think he's up to? Never mind that. Let's get him.
Yeah, let's not immediately jump the random
Why not?
dude.
We can figure out what he's up to after we capture
We
him.
can figure out what he's
My
after, or we can
instincts
wait
tell
and,
me that he's
you know,
up to
not
no good,
be
and my instincts are never wrong.
tried for assault.
Come on, let's get him before he has a chance to strike. Huh? Oh, it leads to the plaza where the kids play. There's no way I'm letting this guy get anywhere near those kids.
He's a clown! He's here to bring balloons!
Caspar, why did you disobey your professor?
Well,
I am not seeking excuses from you. I asked because I want you to consider your actions and apologize for them. It just so happens that you were correct in your assumption that this man was a villain.
Wait, what?
If that were not so, he would not have chosen to take his own life upon seeing you advancing toward him.
great. So I was...
So there was a bad guy.
But because of your actions, that is all we know. There is no way for us to know who he was, what he was planning
Okay.
to do, or if he
That
has allies
is something I'll
lurking
give you
about.
fairness for.
The only lead we have is a scorpion tattooed on his arm. If this indicates that he was a member of an underground organization, we have no way of dealing with it. Are you prepared to be held responsible if his group commits a serious crime?
Yeah, I'll take responsibility.
No, I couldn't possibly.
What are you talking about, Professor? We didn't do anything wrong. Those kids might have been in danger if we didn't act. I couldn't just stand by and let that
You
happen.
get a tiny slit. You can look down. It's like a mascot suit. We're gonna go check on Dorothea. She's sad.
Professor, Oh, don't worry. It's nothing. Actually, could we talk for a
It's
bit?
nothing. Actually, let's go
Somewhere a
private.
little more private?
Which thing? You're saying having trouble in love
just gonna
because
come
the
right
first
out with it.
support conversation you have with
I
her is
find you
her
a
coming
little
home from a date with a
difficult to
different
be
guy from the day before, from the day before, from the day before, and she blatantly told you that she is specifically husband hunting because she's worried that she's not going to be pretty forever and she wants to settle a husband that'll take care of her financially before she's ugly. So, in real life, modern times, probably unacceptable to say that, but in the context of the conversation, there was logic for why you say that versus just coming out of nowhere.
I know. I'm your student and you're just trying to watch out for me. But the way you look at me sometimes, it's like you're seeing right through me.
Because you're invisible.
Don't worry. I know you don't mean anything bad by it. I'm just too self-conscious, I guess.
Saying I
thing
see
is,
through you because I call you out
I
your
don't
bullshit,
have anything to
or
call my own. No land, no birthright, no fortune.
I have
No
nothing.
knowledge or battle skill.
Nothing.
I think that's why I always clung to my
Except for my
popularity as a
magnificent
diva.
singing voice and my fame.
Even after leaving the stage
I don't like
behind,
word clicking
I
sound.
sort of kept up the act. When I look at you, it's like your eyes are accusing me. Telling me that you see right through it. That's what I mean when I say it's difficult being around you. Hey, this might be nuts, but maybe you could show me some kind of weakness.
You see through my bullshit. Tell me your secrets so I have blackmail material. I have no weaknesses.
Oh, come on, Professor. Everyone has some kind of weakness.
Fine. I am terrified of rabbits.
No, mine.
Well, let's bring some Anya into this.
Maybe I'll feel less, I don't know, vulnerable.
Oh, come on. I should have an option to just say no flat out.
Excellent. Well then, don't mind me. I bet I know your weakness. It's not mental, is it? It's physical. You're ticklish. Here, I'll prove it.
Bad touch.
That's right. The next time you gaze into my soul, I know just how
Next time I call you out on bullshit in public, you're going to try and tickle me. Seems inappropriate.
Professor? What's with you? Why aren't you reacting to anything I'm doing?
Because this is wildly inappropriate and I'm a professional.
Come on. I thought that was funny. I swear, it's like your heart isn't even beating.
It's not.
Don't be so silly. Huh? It really isn't beating?
Nope. I am a zombie.
Is what I'd say if I were more gullible. You're just fooling around, Professor. I'm not sure how you did it, but that was a good one.
Except it flat out says in another support that your heart really doesn't beat for some reason. Why this is not a major concern to you, I don't know. I mean, I guess you're used to it, but you think that's something that other people will be like, well, that's not right. Yay, Dorothea and I are now B. And that's where we'll have to leave it for now. Hope you enjoyed the ride so far, and we'll see you next time on Pixel Plays Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Take it easy.